Still in the market structure, let us now talk about oligopoly. Oligopoly is a word which refers to few sellers. It is also a market form wherein a market or industry is dominated by a small group of large sellers. Oligopoly arises when a small number of large firms have all or most of the sales in an industry. Halimbawa nito ay yung mga tindahan ng mga sasakyan. Ilan lamang ang nasa auto industry. So sila yung mga malalaking kumpanya pero kukonti lang sila. Kaya dominated nila ang car dealership or car business. Another example of oligopoly is the oil industry. So, ilan lang ang oil players sa buong Pilipinas. At ito ay mga malalaking kumpanya and they dictate the market price of oil. There are different features of oligopoly. Number one is few companies. As an industry, oligopoly consists of few companies or a few large companies controlling much of its production. In other words, a market structure consisting of a few dominant sellers is a market structure. So, yun nga, nasabi ko na kanina, kukunti lang sila. So, ito ang mga features ng oligopoly. Number two is interdependence. Each business in the oligopoly market considers carefully how its activities will impact its competitors and how its competitors are likely to react. Any improvement in price and production by one company has a direct impact on the other company's earnings. Therefore, if one company makes an alteration, its price and production are often altered by the other companies. In short, the companies are interdependent under the oligopoly market framework. So ito, best example nito ay yung ang oil industry. Mapapansin natin pag nagtaas ng presyo ang isang kumpanya ng langis, sunod-sunod na sila at halos pare-pareho sila ng pagtataas o pagbababa ng presyo because they are interdependent. Number 3 is obstacles to the entry of firms. Obstacles to the entry of firms are the primary cause of a small number of firms in an oligopoly. One challenge is that a new company may need a large amount of capital to join the industry. Another barrier is patent life. So ito, example ko uli, yung oil company. So since ilan lang sila na nagdo-dominate, may tinatawag tayong big three, merong mga small players ng langis. Pag may pumapasok ng mga bagong player, kailangan niya na magpakilala at kailangan niya ng malaking capital. The fourth one is non-market rivalry. When there are just a few businesses, by lowering the prices, they are generally afraid to compete with each other. It can trigger a price war and may eventually lose the business that starts the price war. The business uses other forms of rivalry to stop price wars such as customer service, ads, free gifts, etc. Such a rivalry is considered a non-competition for cost. So yun nga, yung kasi halimbawa nagbabaan sa presyo at unti-unti lahat na halos nagbababa ng presyo ng produkto. So ang tendency noon pwede silang malugi and eventually pwede nang mawala yung negosyo. Number 5 is advertising dependency. To gain market share, businesses must spend a considerable amount on advertising and other promotional steps. Huge expenses on ads are not necessary under perfect competition and monopoly. At dahil nga malaking negosyo na sila, kilala, hindi na nila kailangan gumastos para sa advertisement ng product. Number 6 is uncertainty of demand. Mutual interdependence causes a delay for both businesses. As a consequence, it is not easy to estimate the quantity demanded at various price levels. Ito ay applicable sa mga negosyo na ang produkto nila ay perishable. Hindi mo kasi alam kung gano'ng karami yung magiging benta hindi mo alam kung gaano karaming supply ang dapat mong stock. Unlike sa mga sasakyan or oil industry, pwedeng or hindi po pwedeng hindi ka bumili ng gasolina or ng diesel. Number 7 is product differentiation. As companies manufacture slightly different goods and customers can distinguish the differentiation, each business operates as a monopolist in terms of price setting and determination of production. A different experience is provided by each provider. Technology, human interaction, and diagnostic capabilities include discrepancies between providers. Number 8 is sticky prices. Prices appear to be fairly sticky under an oligopoly system, meaning prices do not budge. Ibig sabihin ng budge, it just makes the slightest movement in prices. If any company cuts its price, its competing competitors automatically make the same price cut. Then, both companies have decreased earnings. Prices, however, remain reasonable or reasonably stable and higher than in a perfectly competitive situation. So, sa oligopoly, kung nga interdependent kayo, ang movement sa presyo ay halos bagya-bagya lang. Maliit lang kung magtataas or magbababa ng presyo.